to it over and over again. Either way, taking a look at the defense coming up from IDDQD, forgetting about Too Good Shenanigans and team naming. We're going to have Internet Hulk on the Symmetra, Chipsogen on the Zenyatta, Davik going to be repping the Junkrat, Coco on Reinhardt, Taimu probably going to go to McCree and to bridge him up. The one true Lucio will remain on Lucio. And there we have it.
One beat to rule them all. Offensively, IDDQD, the player. I might just call him ID. I'm not really sure. I'll probably just go with the offensive McCree. Will be on offensive McCree. Nevix will be on Widowmaker to open things up. Likely will be on Mercy. He'll be following his buddy Zebosai through the skies, who will be playing Pharah. Rib, RYB. I'm not exactly sure which one that is. We're going to go with Rib, like the McRib.
I was going to say like the McRib,
Yeah.
which is not available right now. The McRib is not back.
Oh god, false scarcity making things that aren't delicious seem delicious. Rib will be on Reinhardt and Vonathil will be on the offensive Lucio.
Oh man, I can want a McRib as terrible as
I kind of do too. Like,
and then you see how the McRib is managed, it's like, maybe.
Yeah, pressed into rib-like shapes.
This is Overwatch, people. Great games and talk about the McRib, but here we go. Offense is on the way from the side of Impulse 11, but they are going to have to defeat Davik to stand a chance. His Junkrat, of course, has been world-class on King's Row and getting a ton of damage already in this game. Gets first kill onto IDDQD, picks up a good one with that trap, and now flanking here, being really aggressive, throwing Zarya into the air. Taimu with the follow-up. And the defense of IDDQD absolutely swarming right now.
Yeah, not surprising. Vonathil is able to take down Tavik, so that should be opening up a window for them on offense. However brief it will be, they do not have a teleporter up. Hulk only at 65%. Tavik not going to be in position to have his Junkrat really in great spot, so they are going to be running a 6v5 here for just the next few moments.
Indeed. So the offense, I mean, they could turn this in their favor, but here's a Deadeye. Down goes Zebosai. Shot down from the top. Rib now in some trouble, eating a whole ton of damage. Will stay alive for at least a moment, but the bridge up going to get in and probably melee him down. But no, actually, Rib getting healed up by Mercy, somehow hanging in there. Interesting stuff. Davik is down. Taimu coming in off the flank, being a little bit YOLO here. Rib being really YOLO, going to get taken out, but Nevix and Zebosai coming back in. Not the end of the world here for Impulse 11. They really have IDDQD on the ropes.
Well, here comes a tire off of the teleporter, reinforcements coming in. We're going to see what this tire can get done. I'd imagine Zebo's going to try to take to the sky and leave there. Tavik getting very aggressive, comes back in there, not giving this up yet.
Yeah, Tavik in trouble. Zebosai going to take him out. Offensive sound barrier is out for Impulse 11 as they move in. They are absolutely swarming. There is a barrage on deck for Zebosai. Might not even need it though, as Impulse 11 carrying forward a lot of momentum. Taimu going to go down, and there it is. The payload is on the way, and Zebosai going to be able to save that for the Streets phase.
Yeah, very nice to be able to save that. They do have the combo opportunity up with the Graviton and the Barrage, which has been a staple of King's Row and Overwatch in general since the game was available in beta. So would not be surprised to see that come out here in the Streets phase. But also, you know who knows that? IDDQD also knows that. Tavik does switch onto his own Pharah as well.
Yep, both teams stabilizing a bit here. We'll see what the defense has in store. Chips does have a defensive Transcendence. We don't see too much of Transcendence nowadays because we don't see much in the way of Zenyatta, but the Transcendence is out and is going to heal everyone as they're in this Graviton Surge, protecting them, but Zebosai coming in over the top with a Barrage, not quite getting as much as he wanted, and the offense still moving forward despite that defensive effort by IDDQD.
Yeah, Rib has had a good game on his own. Reinhardt there, he's got a couple kills in each of these engagements. He's been playing pretty well on that tank. Give some love to the guys who aren't DPSs here and there, and this push is going very well for them. They're poking very far forward. They're going to try to recharge the ultimates here, but definitely a pretty even slate on both sides. IDDQD, the Cowboy, is going to have his Deadeye up.
Yep, but Deadeye will be up. Zebosai moving forward. Zebosai in a really good position. That being said, defense still has the Lucio sound barrier up. They are moving forward. Sort of a calm before the storm here. Rib, though, able to take out Coco and Impulse 11, keeping the momentum going. IDDQD definitely looking a bit out of sorts right now.
Yeah,
coming in
a
on
really
the flank.
Weird kind of
Oh, look at this. Deadeye coming out over the back, but not quite getting as much as he wants because of the sound barrier, and a full wipe for Impulse 11. Impulse 11 really just pushing IDDQD around now.
Yeah, it looked like IDDQD was just on different pages there. Coco went in with the sound barrier. He was alone up there with the bridge above. Internet Hulk and Chips were behind, very far away, and I know that distance damage is a thing for Soldier 76, but it seemed like they just did not get the memo that they were going to engage there, and now they're in a rough spot.
Yep, likely now in trouble. It gets air shot by Tavik. Tavik with double air shots going ham. Has Barrage at the ready. Could be dropping it. Nevix getting juggled. IDDQD stabilizing a little bit, but I don't know. The offense still moving forward. Tavik might have to drop this Barrage sooner rather than later. Nevix still hanging in there. Going to eat a hammer to the back of the head. And this should be a full hold for IDDQD.
Yeah, they finally do stabilize here. Tavik does come up on that Pharah. He's got Barrage ready. Likely is going to have Resurrection up for the offense. And Nevix does have his Sound Barrier. We might see them just actually kind of wait, chill, and poke. Zebo needs to stay alive and get that poke done because they're going to try to get that combo potential working here, and it's only moments away.
Well, if you're a fan of Justice, this next fight might be just for you. Zebosai about to have his ultimate up. Tavik has his ultimate up. There is a Deadeye. There is a Graviton. Zebosai coming in. Justice reigns from above. Gets the double kill. Wasn't even really comboing the Graviton. Didn't have to. IDDQD was one on it. Got the double kill for him. Zebosai makes it a triple in the end. And a great offense by Impulse 11. There's the team kill horn. And IDDQD might not be able to get back in time. That being said, here comes Tavik. He has a barrage of his own, but no, Zebosai takes him out of the air.
Yeah, Sound Barrier comes down, and they do have the tanks now on the cart. They're going to be stalling out. McCree was in the back trying to get some work done. He's going to get stalled out by Hulk. So they are going to be able to stall this out for a little bit with the Diva push. Taimu does get taken out on the cart.
There is a resurrection on all those fallen offensive heroes, but IDDQD still making this happen. Tavik coming in. No, gets stunned. Tavik not getting any value off his barrages thus far. Lost 52% of his charge, and the offense absolutely swarming. Defense still on top of it, not over just yet. A little bit of craziness coming out of both sides here. Incoming defensive Earth Shatter gets mostly nullified by the shield. Coco charging in, looking for it again. Vonathan ripped the double kill. Internet Hellcorn, the last one's remaining. Down he goes. The bridge up stalling, crouching his Tracer on there. Tavik coming in. In comes Taimu. And only has to go one more meter, Hex.
1 meter, man. 1 meter.
Here comes IDDQD, not even needing to get the Deadeye. Somehow, I don't know, Chips didn't keep it stalled out, but Impulse 11 going to cap the map, but good stalling coming out from IDDQD at the end.
Yeah, made a much more respectable defensive time here. Zebo with the new Pharah skin. This might be one of his barrages. Just might actually just be early on in air shots.
Yeah, this is where Zebosai went absolutely crazy on point A, and that was a big part of them taking this away from IDDQD. A time of 5:50 is set. A quick time on King's Row, but we have seen faster. At this point, we've actually seen so many 3-minute runs of King's Row, like 3 to 4 minute runs, that I don't think 5:50 is as nearly unbeatable as it once was.
It's I don't know when it happened, but the kind of average time on King's Row lately has been about 5 minutes, it seems. Sub 5 is fast, over 5 seems a little slow. That just teams have just found a way to really kind of blaze through streets phase a lot. They're taking first point much quicker, so any sort of defensive hold you can get out on first is really nice to be able to kind of just stall out the map as best you can, because streets have been very offensively sided lately, you know, save for a few sets here and there. But 5:50, a very beatable time. But you know, I was pretty impressed by the offense there coming out from Impulse 11 against you know, IDDQD, whose strong point has been defensive King's Row in the past.
Yeah, I mean, we've had moments in the past where IDDQD would just shut out teams an entire day on King's Row. Tavik being nearly impossible to kill in the alley, but times have changed a little bit. IDDQD, of course, looking far more mortal than they ever have in the past, and you know, as noted by the fact that Reunite is our #1 EU group stage seed and not IDDQD.
Yeah, there's still an adjustment period here going on. Now they don't have Mendo. They did replace him back with Taimu. I mean, this is like the kind of quasi-original IDDQD roster, but just have not had the performance that they used to have when they were undefeated for about 55 sets straight. They have been showing, you know, signs of being mortal, and I don't even know really if that's them and their roster changes or just that other teams are getting a little bit better and closer and reaching that level.
I'll be busy.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, perhaps.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. But taking a look here at the defense coming out from the side of Impulse 11, it's going to be Nevix on the Zarya, IDDQD on McCree, likely on the Symmetra, Rib on Reinhardt, Zebosai on Widowmaker, and Vonathan on Lucio.
Offensively, unfortunately, we're not seeing the Hanzo strat, although Coco's trying to make it happen. He's trying to make fetch a thing. Coco is on Hanzo right now. He will be queued up as Reinhardt when the game begins. Nabridgebuff, Never Give Up, Harry Hoof will be on Lucio. Tavik and Taimu will be playing the double Jesse McCrees. Chips will be playing the Mercy for the moment, and the Internet Hulk flexing into Zarya.
Yep, and the timer is on the way. Here comes IDDQD. They want to get through this quickly. We've seen them have very, very quick King's Row attacks in the past, but IDDQD, the player going absolutely off, but he's taken out immediately. Taimu still in here. Tavik still in here. But the offense a little bit stalled out because of how quickly the Nabridgebuff and Internet Hulk went down. I think they're going to take their time, at least for now.
Yeah, Rib, a kind of new addition to this roster, continues to have a really nice map here. Takes down a couple people early on, has saved up his shield. That is brand shiny new shield, not in danger of getting cracked anytime soon.
Well, taking a look at Taimu. Taimu on a mission here, going to surprise Zebo from behind, assassinates Zebosai, and now might be going for the teleporter. He knows where it is. Down goes the teleporter. Taimu getting some serious work done here in the back. Secret Agent McCree.
Yeah, but nice during that was that he was able to take down Chips before a resurrection was needed or available, so that resurrection is going to come in late, if at all.
Oh, here comes the Deadeye coming up from IDDQD, able to take out Chips again. Coco striking right back in the rib, 5v5 for both sides, and here comes Taimu. Taimu being super aggressive, is able to take out Nevix, runs afoul of IDDQD though. Defensive sound barrier is out, and we'll see if they can hold here. Very back and forth between the offense and the defense, but pretty decent hold coming out from Impulse 11.
Yeah, they're definitely going to hold. The only one alive was Chips. He does have their resurrection available, did not want to dive in and bring everyone up in a poor position. A smart choice to not use a resurrection, which seems like an auto queue for some people, but at the higher levels of play, really when to use that resurrection is a big difference.
Yep, Rib takes out Taimu pretty early on here. IDDQD getting in on Tavik. He's moving to the back on Taimu. Taimu goes out. It is not actually high noon. A big Groundhog comes in from the defense. 3 extra kills. And Impulse 11 really, really making things rough for IDDQD right now.
They're in great position here to even enact a full hold. So much so that Tavik has to switch up. He's going to come up as Genji, but during that fight, likely was able to drop a second teleporter. Is in a different location. Now they're going to be able to reinforce off that.
Thank you.
So Zebosai now on the Widow, able to take out Nabridgebuff. Very quick early pick here for Impulse 11. This is going to make things rough for IDDQD. Take a look here at Tavik now on the Genji of all things. You know, he has a great Genji. We just don't see it as much as we would like. Moving in, gets a deflect on the Zebosai. Almost shoots Zarya bombs into her. But he's going to go down in the end to Symmetra, so maybe went a little bit too hand. Meanwhile, IDDQD, the player in the back, able to help take out Internet Hulk. There is a defensive sound barrier out, but look at this resurrection coming up. All those fallen heroes for the offense coming back up. The kill feed's still very, very blue, but sound barrier coming up. Taimu's still in decent shape. He's going to get taken down, however, in the end. Might be a Dragon Blade in our future. Both teams really slugging it out. Tavik trying to stay alive, is able to take out Zebo. Dragon Blade at the ready. Very low HP though, tries to take out the teleporter and fails.
Yeah, Nevix with a nice little bomb there towards the end to really slow him down. Telly stays up. It's damn near out of charges, though, you'd have to think. They've been reinforcing through it for a while now. But still, that resurrection into sound barrier looked like it was going to stir the tide.
Oh, everyone's going for the Tolbastine here. Gravitons on both sides. Going to rip the universe apart, but Tavik with the Dragon Blade able to get the triple kill is taken out, and the full team kill goes to Impulse 11.
Yeah, Tavik testing his luck against Zebo. Zebo makes him pay for it and takes him down with the Widow. He's gone largely untouched, and even when he has been getting killed, they've had to send a lot of important resources to go deal with him. His Widow here has really made it hard for IDDQD to push in.
Both Reinhardts smashing into each other here. IDDQD, though, really starting to run out of time, even if they take this now. We have Reinhardt swing the hammer at each other. Really back and forth. Taimu doing work. IDDQD, the player doing work. Gypsygen in trouble, going to get taken out. Deadeye about to come out. Might not be enough at this point. We'll see IDDQD hanging in there. But as far as the team IDDQD goes, now they have to bring the cart from here all the way to the end in a minute 45.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they have the time.
No, any sort of stall out coming from Impulse 11 will be a map for them, and that's great news for Creation Esports. They need IDDQD to fail in this set to have a chance to take that second seed. Their buddies Impulse doing them a solid here.
And there's Tavik able to get the kill onto Zebosai. But again, I'm not sure this is enough. I mean, time-wise, they only have a minute 23 left. I think technically it's possible, but they would have to dominate a way that they haven't all game long. Tavik, though, does have the Dragon Blade. It's going to have to start with this.
Well, the problem is they can't even really get that aggressive. They need to keep 3 on the cart. They could send a squad forward and hope for the best, but with only the Dragon Blade up, they're going to get engaged on.
So Tavik moving in, Dragon Blade at the ready, able to take out Likely, gets a kill on Nevix, but the defense striking right back. Zebosai doing quite a bit there. IDDQD still alive, looking for the Deadeye, has to cancel in the end. He's the only one on the card, and meanwhile, time-wise, only 45 seconds remain. And there it is, IDDQD themselves saying, it's GG. And Impulse 11 taking away a game from IDDQD. And you know, this is where if you're Creation Esports, you are cheering. You are the biggest fans of Impulse 11 here because Impulse 11 could act as a spoiler.
Also, just good for Impulse 11. You know, they've had a rough go of the league so far. Like I said, a newer team, but the nicest guys in the world. The player IDDQD, you know, I've had some conversations with him. Just a good dude, and like I said, he was crushed that they just weren't able to get the results. I think a lot of people really expected more out of them coming into Overkill, just based on some of the results that they threw up in that One Nation Gamers tournament. So it's nice to be able to see them take maps off of teams. They are that caliber. They can compete with the top teams. Just had some bad breaks early on, so good for them. And like you said, Creation Esports, biggest fans of Impulse 11 right now, as Impulse 11, if they can take this set off of IDDQD, really opens the door for Creation to at least force into tie-break scenarios with their next set.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know if Lynx is around chat here, but he's probably pumping his fists and then some. So, of the remaining map pool, we have Nambani, Dorado, Hollywood, and Anubis, and we'll see just where IDDQD brings us to next.
Oh, yeah.
What if it's Anubis?
Lynx is definitely in chat. He's taking part in the delicious pasta that's going down in chat right now.
Oh, it's pissing me off that this guy's name is the same as the other team. I'm going to have to leave. So who started this as a copy pasta?
Just been probably long gone. He mentioned that he's going to leave, so his
yeah, he already left. Oh, man. Either way, we're going to Hollywood. Map number 2 on the way.
Well, someone did want an explanation about why that actually is, and I will take it seriously. And IDDQD was a Doom cheat code. A lot of these guys, you know, some older school gamers, IDDQD used to put you into God mode for Doom. That was the cheat code, made you invincible, have a lot of ammo and things like that. So it's, you know, it's just a thing that was in the gaming community. Happens that a team chose that as a name and a player chose that as his name as well. They're also all, you know, they're good friends. They know each other. They played with each other before. There was a moment when IDDQD, the player, was rumored to be going to the roster of IDDQD, the team, when that all opened up, but it did not go down that way. We would have forced him to change his name, or I would have asked politely and hoped for the best.
He would have forced him. We would have gotten, you know, some intimidating dudes in suits and sunglasses to bring him into a room and, you know, just calmly explain to him the consequences if he didn't change his name.
Yeah. You know, sir, the casters find it confusing. Can you please change your name? I don't think that would have flown too well. However,
right, so,
you know, he is on Impulse 11, and from all accounts for the Impulse 11 guys, that this is a squad that they that they plan on rolling with. They're going to give it a good run here, and you know, it is an amalgamation of players who've been on other teams. They kind of want to stay on a steady roster for a while, is the feel I get for them. So even with a lot of rosters being in flux, they've had enough results and positive results to be able to kind of commit to this roster as a squad here. You know, we've seen Nevix and Likely on different teams. We've seen Bonafil on different teams. So it looks like this will be the Impulse 11 roster in the near future. And why not when you're taking maps off a team like IDDQD?
Yeah, I mean, if you're taking maps off IDDQD, I mean, sure, IDDQD in a little bit of a rougher time as of late, but still, it means a lot. The IDDQD has been playing strong. They play every team they go up against strongly. So if Impulse 11 could take the set here, not only would that make Creation Esports incredibly happy, but it's a really, really good moment for Impulse 11 as well, showing, okay, you know, we had some bad luck in this tournament, but look, we beat IDDQD.
Yeah, and momentum's a great thing. They can take that into whatever tournaments they go through in the next several days, and then into, you know, when beta actually comes back off, and then when we go live in the game too.
So we are getting in game here. Rosters are starting to take shape. For the IDDQD side, it's going to be Internet Hulk on the McCree, Chiptogen on Mercy, Taimu rocking the Widowmaker, Tavik on the Junkrat, and the Bridge Up on Lucio, and Coco on Reinhardt.
Yeah, more Junkrat coming out. They're probably going to damage boost them, kind of launch some bombs over the walls. Should be fun to watch. Offensively, though, we are going to have double Cowboys. IDDQD on the offensive, McCree, the player. Zebo also playing that McCree. Nevix will stay on that Zarya, I'm certain. Likely will be on I almost said likely on Chips. I've done that so many times now. Likely on Mercy. RYB, Rib, McRib on Reinhardt, and Vonethil is going to be playing the Lucio.
Yeah, when he made his name RYB, I don't think he was expecting to get called McRib, but here we are.
Yeah, this is kind of what happens when you leave it in Caster's hand.
So offense moving forward with a decent bit of haste here. Of course, Impulse 11, they want to add on. They want to get this point quickly and make a statement here. IDDQD playing it safe in the back, and Taimu now in great position to look for pickoffs. Lands a Widow shot there and looking for more.
Yeah, they're going to have an answer for Taimu. Right now, they don't even have anyone really on the roster who can do it, so they're just going to ignore him. They're going to try to roll in right. However, the supports get left behind here, and they're going to try to dangerously path it. Bonathil all alone now.
Look at this, Tavik absolutely going ham on the Junkrat. 2 kills early on, already has the ultimate built up. Resurrection is there, they'll bring him back to life after he goes down. Might be seeing a tire here any second. Still, the offense getting their licks in. IDDQD getting a lot of pickoffs, but here it comes, the tire coming out from Tavik. Going over the top, there it is, down goes Rib. And doing a lot of damage to Zebosai as well. Down goes Zebosai as Taimu with some of the cleanup.
Oh, with that shield down, with the tank down, Taimu just absolutely on a tear. Like I said, they don't have an answer for him really on the roster. They're not running their own Widow. They're not running a Genji. They don't have a Pharah that can even harass, although Pharah's not the greatest move. Taimu with 6 kills.
Taimu, please stop! They're already dead! Taimu with the triple kill there, just absolutely feasting. My goodness.
Taimu, one of the most streaky Widow players, and not streaky in a bad way. Once he gets rolling, he is an unstoppable force. We've seen him do it on several different rosters with different teams. When he gets his Widow going, there is no better Widow in the game. When he's in the zone and feeling it, it's just absolutely a joy to watch.
So Taimu right now looking for he can get it. We do see the offensive graviton surge. Rib taking out Internet Hulk. A big turnabout here for the side of Impulse 11. 3 quick kills. This is exactly what they needed. There is going to be a resurrection here for the defense, but they're swarming. In comes the Earth Shatter just to interrupt that resurrection. Nevix with another 2 kills. And this should be Impulse 11's point.
Nevix has had a phenomenal game here. Tavik, though, does take out Zebo as they run into each other in the corner. Here comes a tire trying to get something done. Nevix continues his streak, takes down the tire, you know, which may not seem like a big deal, but saves people's lives.
Tavik with the point-blank trap activation. Izil take a Vonathil, but not much else. Cart will now be moving for Impulse 11. Let's take a look at Zebosai here if he can, you know, maybe get some momentum. But he's going to have to deal with Taimu, and that's not easy.
Yeah, the rooftop stage should be fun here. Now in NA, we often see people switch to tanks and Pharahs. In EU, these rooftops are defined by sniper battles at first and foremost. We're going to see Zebo and Taimu battle it out. Tavik does switch to a Genji, though, and looking for heroes with more rooftop control.
Zebosai able to get in, takes out Tavik. Back and forth on both sides. Taimu, though, finds his mark, takes out Zebosai. Now looking for more. Widow v Widow duels, very, very important here in Hollywood. Taimu doesn't realize that there's no one over there, but he doesn't have the spectator vision that we do. Although he might into sight as soon as he activates his ultimate. Activates his ult. Now flanking here as Widow has IDDQD into sights, takes him out. 3 firm shots. Oh, the jump from Zebosai, saving him from the body shot, not saving him from the Widow's Kiss. So is Taimu just going crazy in the backline.
Yeah, a pretty dominant defensive hold there. Now look at how far forward Taimu is. A spawn camping sniper, you filthy, filthy human being.
Tavik now, of course, on the Genji, 50% ult charge. Really, Dragon Blade very good on the streets phase as well, when people do tend to clump up in the middle, and it just lets Dragon Blade get a whole time value. And Zebosai, getting revenge, takes out Taimu.
Huge pick.
Now 65 in favor of the offense, powered by this double Winston. We'll see if Zebosai can keep this moving.
Yeah, IDDQD, the player, tried to get his Deadeye going, was actually taken out. Rib does take out Internet Hulk in return. Resurrection comes off. It's going to be getting very scrappy down here in the limo.
And the bridge up even soloing Zebosai there. Really good stuff coming out from him. Really back and forth. The offense with 2 quick kills here. The Winston still doing a lot of work. Rib going out of his mind. Putting himself in the right position. Picks up a triple kill as Winston. Nevix going really deep in. Goes Primal Rage, but gets immediately chunked by the McCree, so he's gonna have to be a little careful here.
Yeah, but the Winstons are great not only to take these rooftops, but as you see with Nevix has his Primal Rage. If you have both of your Primal Rages up, they actually just can't get out. You can just shut down these doors. Now they're gonna come in late because Dragon Blade unsheathed.
He has a Dragon Blade, but gets nothing done. He's taken out immediately. Dragon Blade getting pretty much no value there. The Winston's going crazy. Taimu getting juggled here. by this Winston. Rough times for him. Still living, though, somehow, as he's getting juggled and healed by Mercy. Just, I don't even know what's going on. Meanwhile, Tavik picking up 2 kills, and this might be a hold yet for IDDQD.
Yeah, Taimo and Tavik are able to go off and eventually stabilize here. The limo only meters away, but it is now in reverse, going backwards now at a pretty quick rate. Does get stalled out somehow here. And now it's just not saying the actual meters away. My bad.
No longer saying meters, feels bad, but the offense of Impulse 11 about to regroup. We'll see what they can do. Neither team running Widow now. Widow, they were running Widows on both sides. Now Widow's absent. IDDQD, the player, moving in, trying to take out Chips. Not able to do it just yet. Does take him out, but suffers a horrible price for it. Meanwhile, Dragon Blade coming out. Tavik on the prowl. Has a double kill here so far. Another Dragon Blade is out. Dragon Blade's on all sides, but Tavik's sword is sharper. Gets a triple kill, looking for the quad. Moving to the back, and down goes IDDQD.
I am ready to provide.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a pretty nice Genji show from Tavik. Taimo does come up on the Reaper because to try to deal with these double Winstons. Little does he know there is not a Winston on the roster anymore for Impulse 11. They've switched back to Reinhardt as their tank. They're now running Zebo on a Pharah, though. Momentarily, he was up as a Genji, but now just double McCree and a Pharah to take to the skies. Him and Likely are going to need to get some work done on this combo.
Double side moving up, able to take out Internet Hulk. Some life in the offense. Yet Vonafil on the top takes out Chips.
Yeah, I really like this angle of approach here.
So offense not looking too shabby here. Taimo though in the back, likely to go down, so to speak. Taimo in the back, looking for more. Still very full HP here on the Reaper. Has Death Blossom up, could be dropping it here at a moment's notice.
I think he's in a good spot for it.
He is in a good spot, but he's taken out immediately. Not getting quite the value he wants. Look at Tavik, though. Tavik about to get Dragon Blade, but Zebosai taking him out, and this should be a cap coming out for the side of Impulse 11.
Does get capped there. A nice transition. I think it's a really good idea to run a Pharah there, especially, you know, they force the other team into a Reaper, and Reaper is pretty bad against Pharah. So they forced the other team into a Reaper, then switched off of their Winstons. Not that that was necessarily the design, but it really worked out well for them. Just a compositional advantage there, allowing them to capture a second point there on Hollywood.
I think so. Keep it close on Tavik here. He does have the Dragon Blade up, and if he gets a good distraction, he can go into the back and absolutely wipe a team on his own. But the offense going forward with great haste. Here he comes into the back looking for Othel. Nice. No, Justice reigns from above. Zebosai putting an end to that.
Are
no.
you kidding me?
No, God, Mike. Why does this keep happening? That was such a cool moment, too. Oh, man.
That just stinks. That's ants at a picnic.
Oh, man. Servers, why are you doing this to us here tonight?
It's a travesty, a sham, and a mockery. It's a travish and mockery.
I just feel like I got physically shot after that. Impulse 11 must feel worse because, again, that was going pretty well for them in the end.
Yeah, it was. That is demoralizing to say the least. They did take the first map, did Impulse 11, and they were on a pretty good roll on Hollywood to upset IDDQD, and then that, you know, it also hurts Creation Esports, who needs IDDQD to lose that set. Yeah, so I'm just reading chat. We'll see how they react. They were just at the Death Blossom moment, so, you know, a mere 20 seconds away from watching the disappointment flood through chat.
I'm just shaking my head right now. That's things that should not be happening.
Nothing we can do. I think that's the worst part about it is that
Wait, custom game server is down.
Feel helpless. Well, Divik stopped playing. I think I'm gonna give a client a reboot here as Internet Hulk dropped out as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna reboot my Overwatch and see how this is going on. We might have to bring the EU play to NA if that's what's going on here.
Yeah, it's possible. We might have to delay for a day or so or something. I don't even know. We can't even fit this in another scheduled day at all. It has to be done.
Yeah, no, the schedule is very tight, including for the tournament coming up later today. Yeah. This is all right then. So, technical difficulties. Man, the servers, I just don't even know, man. Like I said, actually felt physically shot. Custom game server is down.
I knew Ants at a Picnic was going to get a reaction. It's one of my favorite things to say, like, you know, because it's just a mild inconvenience, but I don't know, I find it humorous.
Yeah, this is, again, this is very untypical for Overwatch 2. I mean, usually we haven't had server problems of this extent, and it's just kind of, oh god. I'm trying to log into NA, and it's not, okay, I'm logging in.
Are we moving to NA? Is that the plan?
I think if custom games are up on NA, I think time-wise we kind of have to. It's not ideal, but...
Did Dvex call that?
He has not called that, but that's sort of... This is me running some brain power here and saying, look, we got to get the show on the road.
Yeah, I mean, I'll stay in EU and to see if custom game comes back up. It's still down.
Custom games are up on NA.
Okay, they're down on EU.
Like, as you guys can see here, we are in on NA.
Yeah, they remain down on EU. Let me know when that lobby starts to fill or what the plan ends up being. I'll keep checking on EU. We'll cross continental this.
Yep, we will go to the other side of the Atlantic if need be. So letting them know that North American servers are up, we probably just need to move here and get this going.
Yeah, of course, ping becomes an issue, but at a certain point, you just have to play. Ping is not too brutal, and at least they'll both be playing at that kind of disadvantage.
Stoop coming in saying, only crash. Feels bad, man. Oh, man, it's been one of those days.
Yeah, it's been a rough day. We've had, you know, instances where we've crashed, I think, last night or the night before or something like that. Anyway, but we were able to get back, and it wasn't that huge of a deal. It's been a big deal today. It's been a super big deal today.
Yeah, usually servers aren't a big deal, but here we are. And this is, of course, a match where there is a decent bit at stake. Even though we have our #1 seed set for both regions, of course, we would like to see who is going to be the #2 seed in EU, and Impulse Alone able to play spoilers.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a big difference of cash on the line right now. I mean, third place gets 15%, fourth place gets 10%. Of course, you have to be one of the top 2 seeds in the region to be able to get any of that. And then, you know, it drops off a little bit from 5th and 6th place, and 7th and 8th place getting a whole lot less than that. So, you know, that's kind of how tournaments go in league play and the tiers of that especially. So,
Hex, you might need to read chat here. There's a question coming at you directly from GosuGamers.
Oh no, boss man?
Yes.
I don't see it directed at me.
It's right there. It says, I'll read it out.
Okay, just read it out for me.
Hex, reader question. Quote, what would you do if my dong sneaked up on you in the middle of the night?
Well, I mean, I suppose it depends on the mood I was in at the time.
All right, then.
I don't know. How do you answer that? I think most questions need context, and most answers need context as well. I don't know, cap of pride. That's my answer. Is just cap of pride. It's my only answer.
Oh man, answer is cap of pride. This is quite the day.
I mean, who's on the My Dong roster? Who's going to be the one sneaking up on me? Is it Mendo doing the sneaking? Because my answer is completely different then. Me and Mendo are friends.
Mendo are
Mendo is my friendo.
Mendo the friendo.
Mm-hmm. Or is it someone you just, you know, an imposter of Mendo?
Pretendo Mendo.
Pretendo Mendo. I feel like someone needs to create a comic book universe where Mendo's a superhero, then the villain is Pretendo Mendo. You know, like.
Well, apparently
like
I'm already like a supervillain. Like people have been calling me a supervillain. It's a goatee, right? Like you have the supervillain trope where it's just like, he's not villainous enough. Our heroes have to be clean shaven, but the villains.
Well, there's always
we're gonna give them the goatee.
It's always in Bizarro World that the guy has the mustache.
Yeah, That just sort of shows your nefarious intentions.
Are we moving to NA officially?
I'm on NA already.
So, well, this customer server remains down. I see Dvex joining and unjoining the European server. So, yeah, someone in chat calling that sexual harassment. Technically, it is. I mean, GosuGamers, aren't you my boss on some level?
Abusing the positions of authority, dude.
Right?
What can you do about it? But
I guess, you know, you unban Mendo and you get out of the inner circle. And that's one way to lose favor with the higher-ups. Okay, so the answer to that coming from chat is if my dong sneaks up you in the middle of the night, you just hit Q, baby.
just hit Q. Oh, boy. Where have we gone with this cast?
Well, Shameless is now asking me how comfortable am I during these delays, and the answer to that is extremely comfortable, thanks to this fine chair by DX Racer. Now, of course, DX Racer chair is only as good as the games you're playing on your computer. If you want a good deal on games, you go to G2A. We have a coupon code for you. That is Overkill. And we mentioned the prize pool earlier and why there's so much at stake in these sets, and that's because Matcherino allows you to donate to our prize pool as well. With the coupon code Overkill, you can throw $1 into the prize pool. Donate for free, as we like to say around here. Thank you very much for that intro to the selling out phase of our broadcast, Shameless. Shameless was with the suggestion, and the selling out phase was also Shameless.
Gunny piling on and saying, "Quote," but the question is, will Maidong use the right door? I mean, they didn't use it the right door on.
That's right.
They didn't cover the right door on Watch Point Gibraltar. Hopefully, they will learn from their mistakes.
Maidong with the wrong entrance. All right. Is Maidong in the tournament tonight? The curse tournament?
No, they are not.
Where's the bracket? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate because I would have definitely tuned in for that.
CP is the onion from Parappa the Rapper. What in the world?
Did you see when the patch notes came out? The biggest question on Reddit with the patch notes is, I hope they didn't remove the spray that Tavik is known for.
Oh yeah, that's. I feel like that's popular enough that they wouldn't remove that.
And then there was that question of like, what is he holding in his hand? Is it a celery Maidong, or is it a leek? Also, you know, Reddit with asking the important questions. Is that spray still in the game?
Oh man.
Does that mean hexagrams and Mendo are kebabs? We're kebab buddies, sure. They say my mic is way too low again. I think that's because I just moved it, but I don't know if you changed anything.
I don't know. I'm looking at my settings. That you should be fine.
All right. Well,
I didn't change anything on your end.
Yeah, I just get philosophical and musing, and sometimes my voice gets lower.
But either way, we're waiting for both teams to bring themselves onto NA. Taimu has now brought himself on the NA. And rip EU custom games, I suppose.
Yeah, unfortunate. We're making do the best we can here. Games have to get played today.
Yeah, that's those things where really we are not able to delay too much. This is just kind of what we have to deal with here today. Very crunch schedule, very busy. I mean, for me, again, this is a busy day where, of course, we're doing this. This has delays, and we'll get into the curse tournament after. And then if that has delays, then I'm, having all of 3 hours to finish my pack and get on a flight to Boston for PAX. So, my goodness. But on that note, while we're doing some chilling, if you are attending PAX East, definitely hope to see some of you there. I'll be helping in some of the Overwatch events that are going on, including castings. So, swing by the Overwatch pit and definitely say hello.
How long is that flight, Minnesota to Boston? Because you can't even really get a good amount of sleep in. 3 hours, maybe?
It's like 3 hours, but I also have a connecting flight in Chicago.
Oh, okay. Hey, maybe I'll meet you at the airport.
Yeah, just show up at the airport, somehow get by security and say hello.
We've already established that I like hanging out in the airport and grabbing Cinnabons, so maybe I'll just be there getting breakfast. O'Hare or Midway?
I want to say it's O'Hare. I didn't. You know what? I'm gonna
no one goes
look at my itinerary right now just to answer that question because we're stuck filling time anyways while waiting for these EU teams to get on North America.
Midway is like the LaGuardia of Chicago. LaGuardia.
God.
Oh, I'm so glad I don't really have a very pronounced accent. Because both of us, we're from Midwest, but you mentioned you were raised in, somewhat in Europe, but you don't have the Midwestern accent. If the Europeans don't know what we're talking about, just think of it as like if you've seen the movie Fargo, similar to that, although that's an exaggerated version of it. But that is the Midwest accent that both of us could have fallen victim to, as I was raised primarily in Wisconsin, but born kind of in Oklahoma, Illinois-ish area, so don't really have the whole boy kind of accent.
Actually, I just got an alert apparently a little bit ago saying, quote, "It's time to check in for your flight." I guess I need to make sure I get the aisle seat. For me, I'm pretty tall, I'm 6'2", and if you get stuck not in the aisle seat, you have nowhere to put your legs, especially I'm traveling American. And let me just tell you, as far as airlines go, and this is something that has a lot of, people have their opinions and whatnot. I'll say first and foremost, the best airline period is Sun Country. You might not know of them. They only fly in and out of Minnesota, but their flights are barely packed half the time. And like you could get an entire row to yourself in coach. It's like the best thing ever. After that, in terms of flights that I've taken recently would probably be United. United hasn't been too bad to me. American has been the worst, and I have to travel American. So I'm holding my breath.
I mean, they only fly in and out of Minnesota, and their name's Sun Country. Is that ironic of some sort? I don't.
I mean, I think the idea is that they take you to a sun country from the icy north.
I didn't think Minnesota had sunshine.
Look, don't think about it too hard. I mean, but yeah, you're flying into MSP. Definitely, I mean, fly Sun Country. They're amazing. I mean, I'm shilling for them right now. I would shill for them for free. But
you are, really.
All right.
All right, so I'm on NA. Do we have a lobby going?
We do have a lobby going. IDDQD walking in here. Gonna get you in here in a second. Okay, it looks like I'm flying into O'Hare.
Oh, okay.
Good old ORD.
That's a nice little airport.
Although it's weird because on the way back, I'm flying into Philadelphia.
Oh, it's always sunny there.
But you know, you don't want to get into trouble there because you might end up in Bel Air.
That's true. Only if your auntie and uncle are involved.
Only.
So, Sea Blizzard, this is your fault that we've devolved into this.
I don't know how have we gotten into this. This is
the North is not just the Midwest. Jesus hex, please. Well, you're right, but I have local biases. So, yes, that is a Northern accent, very Canadian accent, but it does bleed into the Northern Midwest, especially. And once you pass the Rocky Mountains, there is a different kind of accent. I think this accent spreads to the Dakotas, down to pretty much Iowa. Is where I'll cut the line off there.
The weird thing for me is like I moved around so much early in my life that I don't think I really developed an accent to any particular area. I mean, I guess I probably have a generic American accent. I mean, chat can say if they hear anything one way or another, but...
Well, the generic American accent is actually kind of... it's what they teach newscasters as well.
Yes.
The Midwest accent, because it's the most neutral of the accents. So
you definitely don't want to come out the Boston accent, which of course I know very well because my mom has had that accent her entire life. My dad somehow shook it. They both grew up in the Northeast, but my dad somehow didn't get the accent. But my mom absolutely has it this entire day. You know, anytime you want to mess with her, I'd be like, are you going to park the car?
Yeah, that's the vowels get wicked sharp.
Wicked is, I mean, it's not, that's just a word you get in Boston,
it's a
period.
great word, though.
Yeah. Wicked sick.
Yeah, so Midwest, man. But you know, I don't really have I was raised kind of in Wisconsin, but I was like 7 or 8, so my speech pathology had already formed, so I don't really have the oh boy there. Yeah. Oh, damn Badgers. Can't get the ball past the 40-yard line. What do you expect there? Brett Favre throwing interceptions all day. You're not going to win games.
Yeah, that's a pretty good Minnesota. Yeah, then you have sort of the more rural Minnesota. It's like, oh, don't you know, old Ole had an oofta by the barn.
Oh, yeah, that's right, oofta. I forgot about oofta. That is
how can you forget about oofta?
It's Dutch, right? It feels like it's Dutch. Norwegian, perhaps. I don't know. The upper Midwest was settled very, very Germanically. Wisconsin's very German in heritage.
Yeah, a lot of Norwegian heritage here in Minnesota, to be sure.
And Norway, not Dutch.
You drive down, you go near local businesses, and it's, you know, Carson this, Olson that, Anderson, so on and so forth, sort of. Lots of very prominent family names up here in Minnesota.
Yeah, we've got a lot of Meyer and Kolk, like very, very Germanic names. I mean, there's a city that I grew up very near. It's called New Berlin. And then there's also a town called Germantown. So it's not like they're really hiding the lineage of Wisconsin. Then everything else is just Native American name. Because there were cities I lived in that were Waukesha, Pewaukee, Oconomowoc. Those are 3 cities I lived in back to back. Then, of course, Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land.
Where have we gone in this cast right now? I'm just sitting here, just like, how have we got to this place?
Hey, it's a skill, you know. Not everyone can do and can fill this time. And as awkward and nerdy as we are, it could be worse.
It really could.
All right, so Vonathil, IDDQD, and Likely are in lobby. We're waiting on 3 more people. They're now just waiting on 1 more person.
One more person. Is it going to begin here on North America? And even if he comes back, I think we just stay on North America here. And please, servers, cooperate.
Five people in lobby.
Well, that was in stereo. That was pretty good. That was entirely unintentional. Dude, what?
Yeah, it just happens. All right, we do have 12 out of 12 people in lobby. Now 11 out of 12 people, unfortunately. What happened? All right, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're going back to Hollywood. This is game 2, map 2 between IDDQD and Impulse 11. Impulse 11, surprising some people, taking a map off IDDQD. They need to, IDDQD, if they win this set, I believe secures their number 2 seed spot in the money, and it will be IDDQD versus Luminosity Gaming, which would be a pretty sick set when we open up our finals, which will be May 8th and 9th. I believe that is on the calendar. You can check out all the information at overkill.gg.
There you have it, overkill.gg. Of course, this is our final day of group stages. Teams vying for that final bit of positioning. Our number 1 seeds have been decided, though. For the NA side, congratulations to Cloud9. Cloud9 being very dominant. For the EU side, Reunited able to hold strong here, securing the number 1 seed by defeating IDDQD a bit earlier today. In fact, IDDQD potentially at risk of losing number 2 seed here if Impulse Lone is able to pull the upset.
Yeah, so we're just waiting to get into games. We have Go's coming through chat, and I could not be more excited to actually get in game. I am completely out of this to say.
Wait, we're on the stream for Overwatch. I thought Overwatch is just what we did in between breaks, between telling stories of our mundane lives in the Midwest.
I don't know, but yeah, I feel like maybe because I live near metropolitan areas, that my life was not exactly the cornfield and misery of most Midwestern lives. So I don't know how mundane it was. Midwest has, there's beacons of hope where it's otherwise just fields of grain and desperation.
Fields of grain and desperation.
Well, I feel that, it categorizes a lot of the American Midwest. I think that's fair. I've traveled through a great deal of it.
I mean, I'll be honest, where I'm at right now, like I'm in suburbia. I'm 20 minutes away from a major American city in the Twin Cities, and yet I am all of 2 minutes away from just nothing but farmland. So I really get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, have you ever driven through Nebraska? It's just 8 hours of nothing. Yes. It's just, oh God. And it's flat.
No, my dad likes doing road trips through Canada from time to time as a family thing, and people are just gonna say, what is that? Don't get Canada's it's fun to visit, but yeah, if you drive from Minnesota up to Canada, you are going to be seeing a whole lot of nothing. Then you'll get Duluth, and then you'll get even more nothing. So finally, you start hanging up in the Winnipeg and that area.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not as cool as Hollywood, which is our map of choice here right now. We do have IDDQD running the defense here, so that means, well, oddly enough, Nabridjabop is going to be on the Symmetra, not Lucio, so a change for him. Harry Hook showing some versatility. Taimu is going to be on the defensive Widow, Coco on Reinhardt, Tavik on the defensive Junkrat, Internet Hulk on McCree, showing his versatility, and Chips on Mercy.
Indeed. Meanwhile, taking a look here at the offense rolling out for the side of Impulse 11. Impulse 11, I mean, they were doing pretty well in their first attack run. It was slow going, but it did look like they were about to complete the map. They're going to have to go back here again. Fortunately, luck not smiling upon them. It is going to be Vonathil on the Lucio, IDDQD on the McCree, likely on Mercy, Nevix on Zarya, Rib on Reinhardt, and Zebosai rounding things out on the Pharah.
Yeah. And here we go. They say have fun, guys. I don't even care if they have fun. I just hope the servers stay up. At this point, fun is optional.
Yeah, no, yeah, at this point, let's get this going. Please.
I had fun once. It was awful. Alright, so yeah, they're just going to get into the poke stage here. Generally, Hollywood takes a little bit to develop. Vonathil going down very early. I'm not entirely sure what happened there.
Yep, so they are moving forward, both sides trading off poke. And really, we're seeing Impulse 11 take their time here a little bit. They're not going too crazy. Taimu on the defensive Widowmaker can really cause a lot of trouble for Zebosai. So Zebosai has to pick his moment here carefully. Take a look here. He was going for the upper grapple. A little bit of a grapple fail there for Taimu, but you know what? Not the biggest deal in the world. But the thing for Impulse 11 here, Impulse 11 really not moving with a whole lot of haste. They're truly taking their time, and we'll see if it pays off. They do move in. Rib, though, immediately going to go down. Did my kill feed disappear? I'm going to NA.
Yeah, I don't have kill feed either. That's why it was really difficult to find out what happened to.
Okay. Well, we're gonna wait.
Hey, we used to do it without kill feed, I think, right?
Oh, you know what I think happened? I think what's saying the controls for the lobby, I think the admin set it so that there was no kill feed.
Well, we're gonna go with it right now because we've had too many stalls and resets. Actually, the teams don't have a kill feed either, so that might be brutal. We might reset.
This day just keeps getting better.
My ultimate is charging.
Maybe instead of kill cams getting disabled, that
Kill feed got disabled instead.
Well, going back to the good old days, as it were. Gotta have catch the action as it happens.
Yeah, I mean, when Overwatch very first debuted in beta, there was no kill feed. It was one of my most requested things to have in the game. Information is power. So we'll just see what happens here. Kind of watch from above as these teams go at it.
Well, it's going to be two quick kills here for the defense. Resurrection going to bring them back up. We'll see if it's enough. IDDQD dodging away from that Deadeye. Deadeye coming out. Coco going to go down in the melee of all that, but we will see. IDDQD, the player, moving forward, and Impulse 11 really getting pushed back here. This is not anywhere near as good of an offense as they had on their first run. Again, this entire thing, this has been such bad luck for them. I feel so bad.
Yeah, it's been a tough day for the players and the teams, but they're going to try to power through it, maybe get some rhythm and momentum coming through here. 1 pick or 2 pick would be nice. Nevix takes a ton of damage. He's getting healed back up. Almost dies very early there. And the Bridge Buff also in the same boat now. He takes a ton of damage too. They do have the teleporter up, which is in the standard spot over the back. It'd be interesting to see if they have anything that can go back there to deal with that, but they are off of the Pharah. Zebo's now on Widow. They're going to try to do a Widow battle here. They do engage right now. Zebo with a very aggressive position gets taken out.
Here comes IDDQD with the Deadeye. Love Skull showing up, but everyone running for their lives. We see Likely going down here for the offense. They're not going to have that Mercy Res. Down goes Rib. Taimu going down as well, but overall the defense hanging in here pretty well here thus far.
Heroes never die.
Yeah, only
Take a look here, down goes Nevix in the back.
Buck 40 left to aggress onto this point and take first points here. Obviously it would not be as strong as they opened up with, but just some bad luck server side. Now we're on NA. My ping is phenomenal, but I'm at 35. I imagine these teams are at a $120 plus as far as their ping goes. Definitely changes the style of play.
Yeah, definitely. This is, obviously cross-Atlantic play is a thing, but it's a little bit more difficult when you're used to getting 20 or 30 ping. Teams have had to deal with it over time, and take a look here, the offensive Pulse 11 moving along this backside, hoping to get a little bit more value here. We'll see if this position pays off. They're moving in quickly. Coco goes down immediately. A quick kill for the offense. In comes the Graviton Surge. Graviton Surge doing work, but 3 members of the offense are going to go down. They only have 3 left here. Coco is getting resurrected back up, has the Earth Shatter at the ready. The offense just having a lot of issues here.
Yeah, I just haven't been able to string together kills in the way that you need to take these offensive points, especially when the defensive team has a teleporter up that a single kill does absolutely nothing.
You have the Deadeye coming from Zebo. Zebo on the attack is able to take out Taimu and Internet Hulk, so Zebo on the double kill moving forward, but instead he is going to get taken out, but still a lot are down for the defense here. And I think Taimu might have, no, Taimu did not DC. Taimu's just top.
Yeah, Timer mentions Beta 1 again. Yeah, without the kill feed, they are going to reinforce off of this teleporter, trying to stall out, but they do get Perverse Point. Good for Impulse 11.
Impulse 11 finally able to get the point. It came down to Lara, but here we go. It is in progress. Away we go. For me, as a caster point of view, I mean, I'm just relying very heavily on the status. Like the icons on the top.
It actually doesn't hurt teams that badly, just because in comms you're going to be calling kills anyway, so it's not that teams are really relying a lot on kill feed. Of course, that information is nice to see. It does clear up your comms a little bit, but it's not as brutal as it is for casting purposes.
IDDQD was able to get on top, was able to take out Tavik, and the offense now starting to roll. Down goes Taimu, a nice shot coming out from IDDQD. That being said, Reinhardt and reinforcements coming to the top. The IDDQD defense does not want to give this up just yet. And IDDQD, the player, gonna just say, you know what, I don't want to go up there just yet. We do have a sound barrier coming out here from the offense. The offense still being very aggressive. Both teams still full strength. Zebo side, though, going to get taken up by Internet Hulk. Internet Hulk in the back makes it a double kill. That's 2 down for the offense here. 2 down for the defense. Really back and forth on both sides. Absolute craziness. I think the offense still getting good pushing here. Momentum in their favor.
Yeah, Rib playing with fire, though, as that Deadeye was going down behind the shield. He decided to be a good moment to take it down and do a fire strike up top. Luckily, they were not punished for it, and now they're at second point, and they've reached really well. A very good transition for them onto a Winston, too, and they really just out-transitioned IDDQD there in the second stage.
Impulse 11 able to pile on in the end. And they're just adding on. The Winston's being really, really aggressive. We do have Zebosai switching to the Genji. We'll see if that pays dividends for him here in just a moment.
Well, I mean, so kind of evening out here as the crash did really hurt them on first stage as they captured first video, but it's kind of, it seems like they made about the same time to this point in the map, so the world working out, so, you know, everything going in their favor. Now Impulse 11 making good time on Hollywood offense.
Impulse 11, we'll see what they do here on the next push. Zebosai trying to build up that Dragon Blade. Will probably get up sooner than Tavik, if nothing else. So the offense being a little bit more meticulous here, pushing up the payload. Zebosai now versus Taimu, and Taimu going to win that battle. Takes him out, looking for more if he can get it, but has a Winston in his face, has to run away. Taimu with a little bit of Razzle Dazzle, still staying alive, running away from Nevix. Nevix deep in, and Nevix going to take him out.
Yeah, Sound Barrier comes off and actually misses Internet Hawk, who needed it probably the most. Taimu and Coco now both dead.
Yeah, Taimu and Coco both down, 2 down for the defense here. The offense pushing in. Rib was taken out in all of that. We do see a Deadeye coming out. Zebosai has the deflection. Deadeye now coming out for the offense, looking for more. Tavik is down. Chips is down. There will be no resurrection just yet. And the offense of Impulse 11 really starting to make things happen. Zebosai can bust out the Dragon Blade at any moment.
Yeah, there comes that Dragon Blade. It's off the edge of a Sound Barrier as well. Chips is going to try to get in here for a resurrection. It might be too late, though.
Yeah, there it is. Impulse 11 really finding their groove, and they're able to take this map.
Well, good for them, because I thought they were going to get squadouche there on the first point, and they were able to take it back, because that would have been brutal after the server crash and everything here. So play of the game goes to IDDQD, the player, not the team.
It's Yep, IDDQD coming in there, doing what he needs to do.
Yeah, this was the late. They tried to reinforce and cap the point here to stall it out towards the end. 3 of them came in off the teleporter, 3v6. IDDQD kills all of them.
So 7:43 is the time being set, and now we need to go to lobby here to fix the kill feed. Like, that has to be a thing. But at least we finished a side. No more restarts.
Yeah, a time has been finished. 7:43. You know what? Pretty decent. Hollywood can be a map that takes a while to finish. You know, you can have actually post 10-minute times on Hollywood. 7:43 is beatable, but a respectable time, and we'll see what they can do on defense. I mean, if Impulse 11 is able to hold for a decent amount of time, they're going to be up 2-0.
Welcome to Hollywood.
You might have been able to switch settings during that. You can change the settings when you're just sitting in lobby.
Yeah, I'm just hoping the kill feed was fixed there.
Yeah, he did it.
Okay.
Yeah, how do you .dvix? Best admin NA. And now we're on NA servers. He's in home ground.
All right, on to the next thing, man. If it's not one thing, if it's another.
I know, it's been a tough day. You're right to have your doubts. What was the actual time? 7:43?
7:43 was the time. We are moving on here, and it's going to be up to IDDQD to beat that time. Impulse 11, very good odds of a hold here.
Yeah, they look good, and if they hold, that's going to be up 2-0, kind of upsetting IDDQD. And of course, their biggest fans right now, Creation Esports, are hoping for a chance to get themselves into the second seed. I think that would be a surprise for everyone. Everyone kind of expected IDDQ and Reunited to take those 1 and 2 seeds. Reunited, of course, has locked up the #1 seed. They will be facing off against Cloud9 in what can only be described as a battle of titans when we come back for our finals cross-Atlantic. I think that is the first weekend in May. So they're the #1 seeds in both regions. They will be facing off each other. It's the second seed in NA. Will be fighting over that 3rd place spot and a big chunk of the prize money. That is Luminosity Gaming took the 2nd seed. So now we're just trying to determine who's going to be facing Luminosity for a potential at a third place payday. Ooh, that's a mouthful.
That really, really is. So take a look here at the defense coming out from the side of Impulse 11. We're going to have IDDQD on the McCree, Vonethil on the Lucio, Nevix on 76, Zebosai on the defensive Junkrat, Likely on Symmetra, and Rib on the Reinhardt.
Yeah, offensively, Hulk is going to be on Zarya, Chips on Mercy, Taimu on McCree, Coco on Reinhardt. Vic is going to be running that Pharah in the Bridge Buff, Harry Hook, Never Give Up, Lucio.
Zebosai right now getting right into it. Nevix's first kill of the game on the Taimu, and what a beautiful Russian! Just crunching IDDQD against the side. They were not able to get in there smoothly, and really nice defense coming out from Impulse 11 and a great Reinhardt charge to help set that up.
Buys them about a minute. They just need like 8 more of those, and they definitely have it locked down. Actually, only 4 more on this first point, but really cool timing there as the charge in knocks down the shield that the people are behind. Followed it up with a Helix rocket, which is why Nevix got credit for both those kills.
Yep, 14 seconds remaining here. Both teams going to end. Tavik coming in over the top. Some big fair play for IDDQD. We'll see if he can get this going. 3 kills for the offense as they move forward.
Yeah, Nevix does equalize, takes down Coco. Taimu, though, doing some work, and now the offense is going to bring everyone back to life. Oh, kill feeds are beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, we're back to normal stuff, but a really, really good, solid push coming out from IDDQD, and they're pushing Impulse 11 back now.
Yeah, and not only that, they have great amount of momentum as Tavik and Chips are working together to take these rooftops. Damage-boosted rockets are no joke. They're going to have to find an answer to Tavik on the rooftops. Right now, they do have Nevix on the 76, which is a good counter to Pharah. Although a Pharah with a Mercy is a trouble for almost any hero. They're going to have to really focus that on as a team.
And time-wise, I mean, we're about to get into 2 total minutes here for the time, so I mean, really a very quick time being set here by the side of IDDQD, and they definitely could bring this back and even up the series 1-1 if they keep playing like this.
6 whole minutes to finish the map. They do have a couple ultimates here. Really, it's going to be up to Nevix to take out Tavik. Who's going to get their ultimate off first is going to be a big question, because Nevix's ultimate should shut down Tavik's, but Tavik does come in.
Tavik coming in big with the double kill, absolutely exploding there. Timer is now fixed, but IDDQD really making things happen. Here comes Nevix. So Nevix with the tac visor coming in over the top. Somebody stop this aimbot, moving in, has 2 kills so far, but couldn't get pistoled down by Mercy. My goodness.
Off the Resurrection, he's able to take out Tavik early on. The Resurrection came late, not enough to get Tavik back to life, but offense not deterred at all. Hulk and Taimu team up for a couple kills. Hulk adds another kill to his resume, and they are moving very quickly. They need to find something here at defensive last, and they might see a composition switch. Speaking of that, Tavik does come up on Genji.
Yeah, time-wise, they still have 5 minutes to do this. They have plenty of time and then some. This is going to be a very long hold as Taimu just exploding with the triple kill, making his presence known, really snowballing this in favor of IDDQD.
Yeah, brutal stuff there. Nevix is going to switch up. He's going to be on Reaper here, a pretty nice defensive hero. They're going to try to deal with Hulk, who's given them all sorts of problems. Reaper, of course, a great Winston counter, but they are still making incredible time on this cart. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remain to finish this map.
Some arrows coming out on both sides here. We'll see if the defense can hold. Taimu again, making his presence known, able to take out IDDQD, the player. And IDDQD's just saying, I can't even cancel. There is some degree of life playing on NA, but it just where we're at. As Nevix coming in with the quad Death Blossom kill. Nevix holding firm for the defense. Team kill horn on the way. I was saying, I don't. What is going on anymore?
Yeah.
I don't even know, Hex.
Timer doesn't have time to cancel ults, but he has time to space out every letter of Clown Fiesta. 4 minutes remaining. On the defense has to hold it. Really a nice kickoff there by Nevix there. Zebo's actually going to have his infrared sights up momentarily. He hits that right away. Maybe get some picks off here. Tavik trying to flank, though.
Look at Nevix. Nevix getting some work done back. Already participating 2 kills. 4 quick kills for the defense. Tavik with the Dragon Blade not getting that much. I mean, he got 2 kills, but it doesn't matter if the rest of your team is dead. And Internet Hulk running for his life. Nevix hunting him down. Somebody call PETA. Yeah. That is not a legal hunt.
Maybe my favorite sound in the game is that just the sound of a Hellfire shotgun. The sound design in this game is very satisfying.
I mean, everything about this game, polish-wise, graphically, sound-wise, it's all top-notch. And Nevix right now, putting himself in good position to get our Death Blossom. And time-wise, really, Impulse 11 buying themselves a bunch of extra time. They still have to go for 3 minutes. Tavik able to get in, takes out the Reaper on top, but Resurrection going to come up, bring up those fallen heroes. Taimu gets taken out by IDDQD, and Impulse 11 making it happen. A big Resurrection from Chipsogen. He pays for it with his life, eats the sniper fire from Zebosai, and the defense still hanging on strong here, even after that Resurrection.
Yeah, a mere 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on this hold, and they look like a new team. When we've gotten to defensive last, some really nice hero switches have worked out well for them, and look who's got Death Blossom up.
Nevix, and of course, Nevix is one of the people that we really noticed on Reaper way back in the day, going back to our first test cast, Hex, before anyone really heard us cast Overwatch.
Yep.
Some real old school stuff, but Tavik getting right in on the Reaper, doesn't want him to drop down. Taimu and Internet Hulk with a pair of kills as McCree's death also coming down, but getting 0 value. Shot out of the sky.
Well, one of the reasons you don't see Reaper that much anymore is because his ult can be canceled by a flashbang, and the team's running double McCree. That happens more often than not. This is the final push that IDDQD needs. 2 minutes left on the clock as they finish the map, and that is a map for IDDQD. 1-1 now in the set between IDDQD and Impulse 11.
They are evening it out and then some.
Play of the game.
Here comes Rib. Rib, play the game as Reinhardt. Let's take a look. But 1-1 now. IDDQD hanging on. Creation, perhaps not so happy over that. Impulse 11, just rough times for them in Jote. What an earth shatter. My goodness. Just going in. Rib, bringing in the hammer time.
Yeah, Nevix's Reaper with 73% kill participation. That's how badly they were getting rolled early on. I don't know if that's stats across both heroes. I don't think it is. But he just had a hell of a Reaper game towards the end on that switch. Really kind of stabilized that defense. Not quite enough as they lost by 2 minutes there. We are going to a third map momentarily as soon as possible. Quick like a bunny. We're on a tight schedule today.
We are on an incredibly tight schedule. I mean, we've had so much time burned by server issues and all the rest, but
About 2 hours and 15 minutes to finish this set and the next set. Then, I mean, you don't need a break to eat or anything. I don't think Cat.
No, I don't need any break to eat. I don't know.
We don't have a food sponsor, so we don't eat. I think that's kind of how it goes.
The thing is, too, the next set could be a very long one, too. I mean, it's Reunite versus Creation, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think that went to a 5 the first time those teams met, too. So.
Oh, man.
This day, well, at least it's not 5 best of 5s, which we started, one of the days with. That was brutal.
Yeah, no, that would be a little bit untenable given the server issues, so.
So we're going to Dorado next. That is
Dorado is the next map.
That is Impulse 11's choice. Ready, Freddy?
We are all ready. We are forever ready. Moving in here. Going into Dorado, going to be map number 3 of the set. Both teams even 1-1. Impulse 11 giving IDDQD a pretty good fight here. There we go, into map number 3.
Yeah, server issues aside, these have been pretty close matches. I would not be surprised if Impulse 11 is able to take another map and then the set here. We are tied 1-1. We're in a de facto best of 3 moving forward. Next 2 map wins will take this set, best of 5. If we start here, I think we might have had sides wrong, perhaps.
Yes, we did. DFX, you can tell just the haste coming in there. DFX like, all right, back to lobby, here we go. At this point, like, I'm not sure if it was even trolling to begin with. I don't think it was, but...
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Moving on. This is a map that IDDQD is very good at. It's a map that they believe is one of their better maps, so they are going to kick it off on offense here, try to set a very fast time. Of course, on defense, to prevent that from happening, likely is going to be on Symmetra.
What is going on?
I'm ignoring chat. I'm a professional.
Okay.
Nevix is going to be on Junkrat. Zebo is going to be playing the defensive Widow. Vonathil on Lucio. IDDQD, the player, not the team, will be running McCree. IDDQD, the Cowboy. And Rib will change off of Lucio onto Reinhardt momentarily.
Indeed. So, oh man, this is... I don't even know. Looking at the offense coming out from the side of IDDQD on this day fraught with misery, fun, and everything in between. We are going to have Internet Hulk on the Zarya, Chipsogen on Mercy, Tavik on the Pharah, Taimu on McCree, Coco on Reinhardt, and a Bridge Up, otherwise known as Harry Hook. But for now, just a Bridge Up on the Lucio.
Yeah, and it's one of those days that's been pretty long that, I don't often sit all the way back in my chair and take advantage of the neck pillow, but I'm glad that I have this neck pillow on this fine DX Racer chair.
Sell it out, X. Just sell out fully. Tell us how you really feel.
I'm leaning back. I don't even know if people can hear me now because I'm leaning away from my microphone. It's been a long day.
Internet Hulk actually switching up to instant. It's a little bit of the last minute there.
Yeah, it's going to be, a good switch to deal with Zebosai. Winston able to get in on those Widowmakers from a distance. Nevix with an early kill on the Bridge Up.
Yeah, not too bad coming out of Nevix. Tavik going on the top is able to knock Reinhardt off, and that takes a while for Reinhardt to get back up there on that front perch, so not a bad play from Tavik. Nevix, though, getting us double kill there. Nevix really doing some work early on here as Junkrat. Alright, so Nevix moving in with the spam, playing the full of soot Junkrat skin, as it were.
Is it charred, I think? I can't remember the exact name.
It might be charred. Yeah, just a little bit extra crispy. As that being said, we have Internet Hulk leaping right in. Winston getting into deep of it. Zebosai, though, able to take out Tavik. Tavik resurrecting right back up. Might be in danger yet again. Zebo looking to take him out. Tavik, though, getting in. Gets immediate revenge. And Tavik going to live, at least for now.
Yeah, some nice early dodges did come down, but now that teleporter dropped behind the lines, it's going to get taken out immediately by Tavik, who's actually doing a ton of work. Taimu cleaning up the front lines and back lines as McCree there. It's going to be a very quick first point capture unless something drastic happens here, which I don't foresee.
Yeah, they're able to get that. Tavik doesn't even have to use his barrage, and IDDQD now saying quite a time. They're able to get through point A pretty quickly.
Well, that's how you start getting moving forward. This is how you start getting very dominant offensive performances. We saw it yesterday in NA with LG that if you're able to win points without using ultimates and able to kind of stack those and stagger those, at a certain point you have such an ultimate advantage over the opposing team that there's not much they can do. So every time that you can save an ultimate is a victory, and Tavik with that barrage still in hand is a very nice small victory for IDDQD.
That being said, speaking of IDDQD, let's look at IDDQD, the player. He has Deadeye up. He is ready to roll here at a moment's notice. And we've seen him do really good holds here on Dorado at this point in the past. We do see the sound barrier coming up for the offense, so the offense being very, very aggressive. Taimu taking out Vonnet, though. Rib, though, striking right back. 5v5. Taimu in trouble. Going down the IDDQD.
No one.
Good McCree play coming out. Rib going to go down in the end. So the offense not fully out of this just yet, but Tavik going to get taken out by Nevix. So IDDQD getting pushed back, and a real team effort coming out from Impulse 11.
Yeah, so defense finally stabilizing here. This seems to be a point on Dorado where most teams are able to stabilize their defense. A lot of it becomes, you know, because the Widow is in a decent spot up there, and if you're running distance damage heroes like a Soldier 76, this is a prime area of the map for you. It becomes very difficult for the offense to engage in a straightforward fight, which is why we see the flank coming in from IDDQD on the right side.
And take a look here, we have Tavik coming in now on the Genji. I'm not sure if he used the barrage in fair or not. He might have actually sacrificed the barrage. Still, he's going in, almost takes out Zebosai right away. Internet Hulk in on the leap in here, and Tavik getting in, getting a lot of value. 3 kills here for the offense. There is a resurrection, going to undo some of that, but Zebosai still in trouble. Gets taken out again by Tavik. Tavik just being smothering here on Genji. Has a triple kill here so far, and is moving forward.
Yeah, Nevix is able to get a kill somewhere in there, but it doesn't matter. This has been all IDDQ at this point. The flank worked out really well for him. Not only was it Tavik, they also ran Taimu over there. He had a high noon up. Even though they saw it coming, he was still able to get some value off it. They also had the Mercy over there too. They let their tanks kind of run wild and alone down near the cart, and a very nice push coming out there from IDDQD.
Yep, IDDQD absolutely going wild. And they're in a great position here to set a good time here on Dorado.
My ultimate is charging.
So take a look, Tavik still moving forward, has a Dragon Blade in reserve. He has been the man of the moment here. Really no reason to switch off him as of yet. Though IDDQD, the player could make a case. We do have the sound barrier coming out. Tavik did not get part of that though, so is a little bit more squishy here as he moves in. Doesn't matter though, gets a triple kill, slicing and dicing. Tavik going absolutely insane. Nevix, one of the only defenders left. He's gonna get taken out by Tavik as well. That's gonna be a full team wipe.
Yeah, now here come the divas, the desperation divas as it were, gonna try to get to the cart as fast as possible. I don't think they're gonna be able to get there. It's gonna be close. Nope, that is IDDQD's map.
Really cool Genji stuff coming out from Tavik. The Dragon Blade making its mark, and now it's gonna be up to Impulse 11 to beat that incredibly quick time that was just set by IDDQD.
Yeah, I imagine this might be the 4K from Tavik.
Yeah, this is instant replay for us. We were on him as it happened, but still a great play nonetheless. 4:25 is the time set. Also, 5 days from now. Same. You know, jokes are down. Jokes are dead even
That
when
actually might have been the funniest thing we've said all day. That was out of nowhere. It took me a second to even put that together. But 40, what do you mean? What are you talking about? All right. 4:25 is a very fast time for offense on Dorado. Going to be extremely difficult to beat, so much so that we might see weird compositions coming out of Impulse 11 to do just that. Maybe a double Widow, which can be very snowbally. Perhaps double Winston, double something just to try to get any sort of momentum. 4:25, crazy fast. It's a really long map. I mean, I don't know what the mathematical, fastest possible speed on this map is. I probably should look into that, but I know that 4:25 is one of the faster times you're able to complete this map, and they just weren't slowed down at all.
Yeah, they weren't slowed down at all, and now Impulse 11, I mean, 4:25 on Dorado, this is going to be rough. I mean, they'll be, often at times, getting the first point in 4:25 is an accomplishment, let alone finishing out the map, so...
Yeah.
A little double Widow, as you say. I mean, Nevix on Widow, that is a little bit telling.
Well, they do put Zebo now on the Pharah, and they're going to run again. I mean, that still kind of works. You do need to run more DPS than maybe you're generally used to. We'll see if they go with that. They do have triple DPS queued up right now. What do you see on defense, though? Oh, God. You see disconnects on defense?
I mean... No trolling, he has to go. His fever is going. Oh my goodness. I mean, hopefully Taimu...
well, I mean, there is health at stake, too.
There is health. No, I mean, this is legit. This is, as much as we want to groan here. I guess we're going to the lobby.
Okay, so maybe they can finish this set off stream. Are we going to try to go into our 4th set, then?
Yeah, I think that'd be the best thing to do, to go into the 4th set here. If Taimu has to leave, they can finish this off stream a little bit later. I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah, reunited in creation, because honestly, that set between IDDQ and Impulse 11 might be for naught anyway if creation is unable to beat reunited. So we'll see.
Going the 4th set rather than going for the...
Well, we're not waiting 2 hours for Taimu to not die. I mean,
the way you said that is like, well, we're not waiting for him to not die. That's just not a thing.
Yeah, either get it over with and die, or let's move on. No, Taimu's great. He actually stopped by my stream once, and I felt like there was a celebrity stopping by. I was like, oh, it's Timothy Taimu, cool, man. And we talked for a moment, so... I like Taimu. I hope he doesn't die. 39 Celsius fever is very high, so get him in an ice bath, get that man some medicine. Of course, we wish him the best. We're just trying to figure out what we're going to bring you on stream here, if anything, what anything. Someone's in charge here. Now, I can tell you one thing for certain, it is not me. It's a very freeing feeling to not be in charge of anything. With no power comes no responsibility.
Yep, so I think we are going to go into the 4th set. We got to figure this out with our admin crew here, but, man, when it rains, it pours. Everything from servers dying, players dying, like, I say that completely tongue-in-cheek. Hopefully Taimu was okay. I mean, routine stuff.
Yeah, he had tonsils taken out, and now he's got a fever, so he's in a rough spot. I want to give him a blanket. Not a hug, though, because I know he's probably not sick with, like, contagious fever, but, sick people, you.
This is...
Get him a Gatorade.
now we're just saying Bible thump in chat. Oh boy. This is...
It's 102.2 degrees fever. Someone did the math. That's pretty hot. What's like fatal? Isn't like 106 fatal?
I don't even know anymore. Wait, is Unco... Who is Unco with before? Unco was with... Oh, I guess we're just going with the sub.
Cool. That works for me.
They got the sub immediately. Unco coming in. Unco, I don't believe, played for it. He was the support for Maidon.
Of course he was.
I can't.
All right, so that is...
I can't.
We're, whatever. We're going to allow it. It doesn't matter. Sure, 4:25 is still the time to beat for Impulse 11. We are in map 3. It is Dorado. Here we go. At least I got a sub quickly. I mean, I'm pretty surprised.
They did that. No, that was quick.
Awesome.
Thankfully. How easily you replace an esports if you have a medical emergency. Rough world, man.
Yeah, I mean, you miss a day, it might as well be a week. I hope you don't get sick for this nonstop casting fatigue, and then you got to get on an airplane.
I don't want to be sick for PAX. I mean, it's likely I get sick after PAX. It's a trade show. I mean, PAX Plague, that is a well-noted phenomenon.
The airplane, too, is always just, you're going to be
tired.
Okay,
look, let's not jinx things here. We're okay. Everyone's okay.
You should just wear a SARS mask, though. You know, the little medical mask that everyone was wearing when SARS was a thing.
I think they still wear those masks a lot in areas in Asia. Like, people are very
high population density areas. You could just get sick constantly.
You just assume that everyone's gonna get you sick.
Pretty much. That's one of the reasons I don't leave my room. I talk about Chicago, but I've only seen it through windows. But I'm a vampire, so that happens. Defensively coming out with even a substitute coming in. Unco just gets to play Widow right away on defense. Nabridgebup will be on the Symmetra. Chips is going to play Lucio instead of Mercy. Hulk will be playing the McCree. Tavik is on the defensive Junkrat. Chips does change his mind. He goes back to Mercy. Coco will be on the Reinhardt.
Meanwhile, taking a look at the offense coming out from Impulse 11, it's going to be Zebosai on the Pharah, Vonathil on Lucio, likely on the Mercy, IDDQD, the player on McCree, Rib on Reinhardt, and Nevix on the Genji.
So a very fast time they have to beat here, and that's why they're running triple DPS.
Gates are open, and here we go. So, in we go. This is map number 2. IDDQD, of course, saying a very quick time on their attack run, and Impulse alone having to come in and turn this back around.
Yeah, Cart can pretty much not stop here. If they get stalled out in a big way once or twice, it's going to be brutal. They actually might even wait kind of to do their first push just to make sure that Likely has a Resurrection up, because that's going to be able to allow them to continue a push. Res charge is so fast. Likely already at 85%. Resurrection up right now. My goodness,
the Bridgebop coming up short here, immediately taken by Zebosai, but Unco coming right back with the pickoff. And the defensive IDDQD striking right back, and a big tire from Tavik takes out 3 people.
Yeah.
Do we dare say roadkill?
And that's brutal because it's post-resurrection, too. Now Tavik looking for more, takes down Likely. The first push entirely stalled out. Only 3.5 minutes left to complete the map.
Yep, 3:23 remaining, and this is a good hold thus far from IDDQD. I mean, really, only 1 or 2 more holds here, and that should be GG for them. You know, take a look at Tavik laughing like a maniac, getting damage boosted, laying down the Junkrat spam. This Junkrat is a joy to watch.
Yeah, I like to think that he's laughing like a maniac in real life, too. Tavik, a role player.
Here they come. The offense not wasting any time getting in there. Zebosai able to take out Hulk at the beginning, so not a bad entry here for the side of Impulse Alone. Unco, though, take out Nevix. Unco in the back doing a whole bunch of work as that Widowmaker. Able to take out IDDQD on a double kill. Unco picking up where Taimu left off. Just absolutely going ham. Are you sure that Taimu just didn't have stage fright? Says, you know, I just want to go in as Smurf name. It's not still Taimu.
You know, Taimu, despite having a fever, was still playing pretty well. I mean, he went absolutely nuts on Widow one game, despite being in, you know, delirious fever dream state. So get well better soon, Taimu, but you're not missed. Unco's doing fine.
Oh, you're not missing all this cruelness. He just had surgery, you monster.
Yeah, which means he's got pain pills, and I'm jealous.
All right, we're going to explore Hexus Demons at a later date. This fight is taking place. Nevix going ham, gets the double kill with the sword to start this out. Moving forward, IDDQD getting the double kill as McCree. Tyre coming in from Tavik, only kills IDDQD. Still, though, defense might have some options here. Fighting a Junkrat in the alley here, or building. Pretty difficult. Internet Hulk coming right back, and IDDQD holding in here on the defense, fighting this back.
Yeah, they're definitely just going to sell out for the stall, and now the stall becomes a team kill as they're doing a ton of work. Zebo does go down in the end. A rocket a little too close for comfort on him. Only 90 seconds left to finish this map. That is probably a good game.
Yeah, I mean, 9 seconds left. This should be GG. Good, quick map in favor of IDDQD here, and looking strong.
Yeah, they're going to be up 2-1 in this set, and they are looking to close it out and lock up that second place position as second seed, and that, if they do lock that up, that is going to be IDDQD versus Luminosity Gaming. Another just great set that would be coming out the first weekend of May, I believe.
Heroes never die.
First weekend of May. That being said, Tavik with the double kill here on the defense, really making things happen here. And Hulk with a bit of support, and we might be seeing a tire here in our future. As you know, as we mentioned here, 45 seconds. This should be GG here any moment coming out from Impulse 11. And what a shot from Tavik, taking out Zebosai midair.
So with Unco on IDDQD, is that just is it IDON now?
IDON?
Yeah, because it's an amalgamation of both the names of Mydon and IDDQD.
Why not?
This sounds like the best Apple product ever made.
The that actually sounds like an app. And now introducing
the IDON.
fresh from Apple, the IDON. Well, IDDQD able to finish out Dorado. They're now up 2-1. And only need to win one more game in order to secure their spot as number 2 in the Overkill.GG EU group stages.
Yeah, it is map choice down to Impulse 11. We'll see how it goes here, where they want to take us to next. Their backs are against the wall in this set. Of course, just looking to take more maps out of it. They did take a map earlier off of IDDQD, so definitely can do it. We'll see where they choose to take us.
We'll find out in just a moment.
Internet,
might be a King of the Hill map, though.
Internet Hulk choosing attack no matter what map we go to. He's already saying just swap us even before the map comes out.
Letting it ride. So, yeah, 2-1 now in favor of IDDQD. Impulse 11 trying to stay alive. Active spoiler here. Creation Esports still vigorously rooting for Impulse 11, but, you know, Unco coming in and really not missing a beat in the Taimu spot. Really good stuff coming out from him.
Yeah, he played really well. Dorado, a map that they're very, very comfortable on. A good map for Tavik on I almost said Tavik on Pluppy. Tavik on Farah. So he had a decent game. Just very versatile player in that Tavik play.
Oh no. Oh no, yep. Not like this.
Nah, this is kind of how this is the reason I thought they left it in the map pool. Impulse 11 has been known to run Anubis before. Now, one of the first times I saw them play on this map, they took a map, I think it was off Reunited actually, or it might have been Creation Esports. One of the two, actually. I think it was Creation Esports. The really cool thing they did was their initiation on Anubis. Anubis is a very difficult map to break into, especially those control points. The arches can get very rough to just find a way. Just how do we get our team in to even begin the fight? What they did is they ran a Mei and they put up a wall, got around the wall, got in the left side, and really initiated that way and just kind of rolled on the map through there. We'll see if they run a similar strategy here, although they will be on defense first.
Yep, Mei, this is definitely the maps where Mei could have pretty good usage. So, meanwhile, taking a look here at the defense coming out. We'll give them a moment here to go in, and I'm just going to note here, whoever's playing Hearthstone here in this game, it's Jumpy Wizard versus the Innkeeper, and Jumpy Wizard, he's a shaman.
Yeah, is he going face?
It's hard to say. No, he's not really going face. Uther still has 30 HP.
Yeah, weak. That's he's playing Shaman wrong then, I think. Unless he's just gonna get like 7 tokens out and hit a Bloodlust, double Bloodlust. Anything's possible with Emperor.
Oh man. Anyways, look at the defense coming out here from the side of Impulse 11. It's going to be IDDQD on the McCree, Vonethil on Mercy, Zebosai on Junkrat, Nevix on Reaper, likely on Symmetra, and Rib on the Reinhardt.
Yeah, on the attacking team, IDDQD, that is. Internet Hulk will be playing Zarya, Chips will be on Mercy. Tavik will be on the McCree, Coco on Reinhardt, so running double tanks. Unco, just, you know, being the Farah, the Widowmaker, rather, mercenary. And our favorite Lucio, Harry Hook, never give up. You may know him as Nabrijabub.
All right, you know, I give props to that intro. That was good.
I realized we still had time before the gates opened, so they really strung it out there.
So here we go. As mentioned, it's going to be Impulse on the defense first, and we'll just see what the offense has in store. Unco going to be looking for those early pickoffs on Widowmaker. So basic poke back and forth, and Unco actually getting some good shots here.
Likely goes down to Coco. That's going to be rough. They're not going to be able to get a teleporter up. Losing his Symmetra early on, especially in control points, is very, very bad.
Really back and forth here. Both teams getting their work in. Unco, though, really getting good poking as Widow in the back. Still not going to seal it necessarily, but 2 kills for him now. Looking for the Mercy for a third. Tavik is able to get in there, and this might be a very quick point A cap.
That is absolutely it. Likely needs to retreat, get back, or go suicide because Symmetra is not going to be as useful here unless if he stays on it, that's fine. They might put a teleporter right in center here in this little gateway. Looks like he is going back to spawn. It's just going to switch heroes. They need to transition as quickly and effectively as possible.
Yep, and IDDQD not wasting any time. They're getting right back in there. They want to keep the momentum going. Reinhardt about to bite it. 2 quick extra kills for the side of IDDQD. Make it 3, and this might be one of the fastest times we've seen on Anubis ever.
That is absolutely it. There's a Desperation May coming out on defense. Tried to put a wall up. Here comes a Desperation Diva as well. It's going to be a little late, I think.
Yeah, they're trying to stall it out, but not going to happen. IDDQD with incredible haste. What was that time? Was that a minute 30?
Something like that, if not faster. It was killing likely. I mean, if you kill the Symmetra right there on control points, that's over. I mean, it's just absolutely over. Unco doing a lot of work in one of your favorite skins.
This is, I mean, for Widowmaker, I think it's their best skin in the game. Actually, this is the one I used the Huntress. This is the Countess. But it's still pretty good.
Well, we had the Count earlier on stream, so it just only fitting to have the
You
Countess
were the
there.
Count.
Yeah.
A minute 31. Oh my goodness. That's fast.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, pretty unbeatable. We'll see. We'll see. But this is very much looking like IDDQD is going to take the set.
Man, what have I done the chat? Yeah, you didn't even know what I did there, Hex. But I was looking at the Hearthstone thing, like zoomed in, and it just spawned nothing but Hearthstone memes in the chat.
Well, I mean,
everyone talking about how the Paladin is just getting wrecked.
I haven't seen it, but I think those are cards that you just don't see in Hearthstone anymore, so it's nice that they're still alive in the Overwatch version of Hearthstone, but I think it's like, what is it, like Silverback is on there as a taunt, like just some pretty low-tier cards that have had their power creeped out of them. There's no Dr. Boom in that game, I know that much. Dr. Seven.
Dr. Balance.
Dr. Seven is he's colloquially referred to. My favorite card is still King Crush, though. I mean, there's just something about his intro animation.
Yeah, you're a hunter. You're not even people.
Hey, I told you I'm also a Golden Priest. I'm people sometimes.
I mean, you were probably someone who played Mind Control back when it was like 8 cost.
No, I still run Mind Control at 10. I run like Steal Your Stuff Priest. It's my favorite priest to run.
You know, you're just digging the hole deeper here, Hex. I don't know what to tell you, but looking at things that don't disgust me, looking at the defense coming out from IDDQD, we have Unco on the Widowmaker, Internet Hulk on Reaper, Nabrijabup on Symmetra, Tavik on the Junkrat, Coco on Reinhardt, and Chipsogen on the Lucio.
All right, sure. Offensively, they're going to have to set a very fast time, so it would not stun me if they run both of these Lucios here. You want to make sure you have speed burst to get from point A to point B. They are going to run Vonathil and likely on those Lucios. IDDQD and Zebo will be on very fast DPS players in Genji and Tracer and double tank with super initiation. They're going to try to beat this time, and the best composition to do so is Nevix and Rib on Diva and Winston. I like the composition. In theory, this can beat 131.
In theory, definitely possible. So they're going to move forward and try and move this as quick as possible. They really can't lose anyone here. They lose the team fight period. It's over. Coco with the quick double kill, though. Winston is trapped in the bear trap. Call PETA. 3 quick kills here for the defense. Make it 4. Rib, the only one getting a kill onto Unco. Winston on Widowmaker action, but really this should be a defensive hold for IDDQD. And that will be a game, and that will be set.
Yeah, probably. I'll give him one more push here.
Down goes Winston. And yeah, I mean, in theory, maybe they have one more push, but this is not looking good.
Not at all. But they need to get it on here, and then they need to just win right off of that, too.
So Resurrection is going to come up, bringing Internet Hulk back up from the grave. Unco still getting some good pickoffs here as Widowmaker. Will that Widow setup moment. Lands a headshot, looking for likely. Looking for a little bit more, and the defense is definitely bought enough time here. I mean, looking at it, We do have the Dragon Blade coming up from Zebo, though. Zebo trying to make things happen. No, he's going to get taken out. And time-wise, only 25 seconds left. That is going to be GG.
Yeah, it's very funny. The D.Va tried to take the high ground on Vic. He just casually dropped a bear trap in front of him. The D.Va just landed right in it, and then he cackled like a madman, as Junkrats are wont to do. So that is game, that is set, that is map, etc., etc., etc. IDDQD takes the set 3-1. There was a map win for... Wow. The server closed unexpectedly.
The server closed unexpectedly, so it's still happening today, but joke's on you, server! We completed the game!
Yeah.
Come get some!
You can't fire me, I quit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, so...
Now, well, here's a question. Can we make custom games on NA now? Oh, man. Either way, that's going to be IDDQD taking the series, and now we have just one set left in the day. It's going to be... Creation Esports versus Reunited, and that should be a good one.
Yeah, those two teams very close, kind of bragging rights supremacy. They've been very close for a while. I've always mentioned that Creation Esports, or when they were Flat Earth, has always been kind of lurking around that third spot, but what better way to jump up a little higher in the rankings than being able to beat Reunited, who I think most people would agree is the best team in EU right now.
Definitely. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back bringing you Creation Esports versus Reunited. Should be a shorter break than normal, so back in a few minutes. Stay tuned.